Superheroes never stay dead for too long. Hey friends, I'm Ricky with WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 superhero TV shows that deserve a second chance.
Glad you could make it.
For this list, we're looking at gone but not forgotten superhero TV and web series that deserve a second run on the small screen. Whether they're live action or animated, these shows still have stories to tell, and here's Adrian to explain why.
Shall we let our brothers and sisters have all the fun?
Number 10. Wolverine and the X-Men.
Have you seen Rogue?
For reasons beyond my comprehension, Rogue just doesn't enjoy the thought of you leaving.
Go figure.
Marvel's mutants are no stranger to animated series, but 2009's brilliant cartoon failed to replicate the commercial success of X-Men the animated series. Pushing the perpetually angry Logan to the forefront, Wolverine and the X-Men was one of the more ambitious adaptations and launched with the X-Men disbanding. While there is more than enough action to entertain fans, Marvel's cartoon stands out due to a heavier focus on character development and a perfectly paced, overarching storyline. Released around the time Disney purchased Marvel, the fact X-Men was owned by Fox put the brakes on a potential second season.
I fear our fight has only begun.
Number 9. Justice League Unlimited.
Now where am I exactly?
Among friends.
Launched in 1992 with Batman, the animated series, the DCAU consists of 8 series split across a period lasting more than a decade. Revisiting the sequel to Justice League, a convincing argument could be made for Unlimited being the best of the bunch. But the universe's final cartoon lasted only 39 episodes. Incorporating a wide range of properties and home to some of DC's smartest writing, Justice League Unlimited could have comfortably continued for a couple more seasons. As a consolation prize, Unlimited comes with a solid ending and even provided Batman Beyond fans with closure. But there is still so much more it could do.
I'm dying very soon.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Could you stay with me?
Number 8. Green Lantern, the animated series.
So, what's next?
Next, we find the Red Lanterns.
Overshadowed by Young Justice, which Cartoon Network cancelled around the same time, Green Lantern, the animated series, followed Hal Jordan as a member of the Lantern Corps, but survived for only a single season before being shown the axe. Sadly, merchandise can play a crucial role in determining a cartoon's longevity, and this Green Lantern had a very limited run on shelves due to the stink left over by 2011's live-action flop. DC's first animated series dedicated to the superhero, Jordan's CGI adventures seemed doomed for failure despite the show's relatively high quality.
Because we will hightail it out there and
save me. I know how. You already have.
Number 7. Gargoyles.
You are trespassing.
Dark, reflective, and Shakespearean, this classic 90s cartoon was a stark departure from Disney's typical animated TV productions. Opening with a glorious medieval battle in Scotland, the series sees our titular creatures betrayed and turned to stone, only to awaken 1,000 years later in Manhattan. Aesthetically and tonally similar to Batman, the animated series, Gargoyles explored genuinely somber themes and weaved elaborate story arcs that challenged both characters and viewers alike. Simply put, Gargoyles was too mature for Disney, and the cartoon struggled to amass a large enough fan base because of it. But just imagine what a network like Netflix could do with Demona.
I will take my rightful place.
Number 6. The Tick.
I'm the Tick, and I say unto you, stop your evil ways!
One of the more recent shows on this list, this Amazon Video web series was created by the man behind the comic book character, Ben Udland. Unfortunately, much like the short-lived mid-90s animated TV series and the early noughties live-action sitcom before it, this mid-2010s reboot was short-lived. Following the titular superhero and his sidekick Arthur as they discover who, or what, is behind the underworld and the city where they live, The Tick was full of humor, action, and heart. Despite this, and a fresh Rotten Tomato score for both of its seasons, Amazon pulled the plug on the series before we could get a season 3. Number 5. The Spectacular Spiderman.
I can sum it up in one glorious, hyphenated word. Spider-Man. I am the Spectacular Spiderman!
Caught between a rock and a hard place, the Wallcrawler's wonderful cartoon was a casualty of Disney's acquisition of Marvel. Originally intended to last 65 episodes, the Spectacular Spider-Man shot its final web after only 26, the cartoon's dismissal resulting from the legal trouble between Disney and Sony. Set in high school and based on the Amazing Spider-Man comics, this series actually took inspiration from various eras, and came across as a celebration of Spidey's entire mythos rather than a streamlined adaptation of one particular version. By 2012, Peter Parker was back on the air, but there was no replacing the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Don't apologize. I never do.
Number 4, Teen Titans.
Titans, go!
Five seasons is more than a decent run for any series, but going out on a cliffhanger is never okay. Initially designed to be a superhero show for younger viewers, Teen Titans blended gut-busting comedy with exhilarating action, and the season-long storylines proved engrossing enough to attract a wider audience. Various reasons have been given for the series' cancellation, but Teen Titans was popular enough to, at the very least, warrant a final season that ties up any loose ends. While a decent enough send-off in its own right, Teen Titans deserves a better ending than Trouble in Tokyo.
I present these medals to Tokyo's newest heroes, the Teen Titans!
Number 3, Agent Carter.
I'm just considering all the angles. Seems you have a lot of them.
Now that's the Peggy Carter I need.
It's not a superhero show per se, but Agent Carter does share continuity with and takes place in the MCU, both of which make it superhero adjacent. So that's good enough for us. Period piece set after World War II starring Haley Atwell, Agent Carter garnered almost nothing but glowing reviews. Unfortunately, Agent Carter's ratings did not reflect the show's quality. Though, as many have pointed out, most of the blame can be attributed to ABC's erratic scheduling and ineffective advertisement campaign. Rather than focusing on Superman, Agent Carter presents a character-driven drama about a normal human being who inspires as she goes above and beyond to better the world. Aided by strong writing and a capable cast, Agent Carter bowed out with a cliffhanger and a movie cameo, but the premise could technically be revisited at any time.
Nothing to say. No quick comeback.
Number 2, Constantine.
All better.
You hear that? I'm okay!
For the most part, the Arrowverse has been a resounding success. However, DC fell just shy of batting a perfect game. Distributed by NBC and following a chain-smoking demon hunter's various dealings with the occult, Constantine was comfortably the darkest live-action DC series out of the bunch, which made the show a poor fit for the network. Reviews were not overly positive, but Matt Ryan lives and breathes John Constantine. So much so that the actor has reprised the role numerous times on DC's other shows, including Legends of Tomorrow's cast. Clearly, Constantine is worth not only keeping around, but perhaps even bringing back from the dead.
You're jealous. You don't have learned to handle it when people around me die.
Not quite at the end yet. Almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1, Daredevil. First to be cancelled was Luke Cage, followed by Daredevil, and then a double whammy, Jessica Jones and The Punisher. Despite mostly positive reviews, these created-for-Netflix series based on Marvel characters of the same name found themselves on the chopping block after only 2 or 3 seasons. Daredevil hit the streaming service first, and almost immediately captured the attention of subscribers for being a thoughtfully produced origin story, thanks to its attention to the source material, thrilling action, and high production values. With multiple award nominations and a fresh tomato meter score for all 3 seasons, its cancellation was a huge shock. However, it's being rumored that Disney Plus could revive the series, and possibly other cancelled Marvel properties, so here's hoping.
To Nelson, Murdoch, and Page.
Page, Murdoch, and Nelson.
Hang on a minute. That actually has a nice ring to it.
Do you guys remember Gargoyles? Because as a kid, that was one of my favorite TV shows, and I would love to see it adapted today with modern animation. Alright everyone, thanks for stopping by. Please, let us know down in the comments which one of these shows you want to see make a comeback. Check out this recent clip over here, and if you haven't already, subscribe to WatchMojo.